Good afternoon. We have a warm day in central and western South Dakota. High near 80 in Sioux Falls, 84 in Aberdeen, 88 in Pierre, and 92 in Rapid City with some isolated thunderstorms possible. Those will continue overnight. Otherwise, mostly clear skies. A low near 61 Sioux Falls, 62 Aberdeen, 67 in Pierre, and 65 in Rapid City. Better chances for rain and thunderstorms coming tomorrow through the weekend. We'll take a look coming up as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, midday in KELOLAND.
Coming up, a 29-year-old man is headed to prison for allegedly shooting at a trooper during the 2023 Sturgis motorcycle rally. Plus,
President Biden is in isolation following a COVID diagnosis. I'm Skyler Henry in Washington with a look at his campaign strategy moving forward as a growing number of Democrats are calling on him to step aside.
First, this midday, we're following breaking news of a major theft case in South Dakota. Nearly $1.8 million. That is how much a former state employee is accused of stealing from Child Protective Services. In the past hour, Attorney General Marty Jackley announced 68-year-old Lana Carroll has been indicted on 2 felony counts of aggravated grand theft. Carroll is accused of taking the money while working for the Department of Social Services. Investigators say the thefts occurred between 2010 and 2023. The alleged theft was discovered in February this year. Jackley says South Dakota Governor Noem alerted his office and multiple state officials have aided in the investigation. We're going to have much more on this developing story later today for you on KELOLAND News. You can also find additional details of the alleged crimes on KELOLAND.com. Also new this midday, a Wyoming man is headed to prison for shooting at a highway patrol trooper during last year's Sturgis motorcycle rally. 29-year-old Wyatt Flutie has been sentenced to 55 years in prison for attempted first-degree murder and commission of a felony while armed with a firearm. He previously pled guilty to the 2 charges. The incident happened August 9th in Sturgis after law enforcement learned Flutie was believed to have stolen a vehicle and was in possession of stolen firearms. We recently told you about a police saturation near downtown Sioux Falls on a popular viaduct. The Sioux Falls Police Department has now told us they issued 16 speeding tickets that day, with one car hitting 55 miles per hour in a 30. They also handed out 2 insurance citations and caught 1 person driving with no license. All this happened in just 1 hour.
By doing enforcement out here, hopefully it does spread a message. And like I said, especially with the volume of pedestrians that we have out here, that we want to keep folks safe.
In tonight's on KELOLAND, Carly Phillips takes a deeper dive into the issue and why many residents also believe the speeding issue needs to be addressed. The Walmart in Spirit Lake, Iowa is back open following a fire overnight. The call came in around 1:30 this morning. When crews arrived, they found heavy smoke and the sprinklers had been activated. Crews were able to find the source and quickly extinguish it. A post on the store's Facebook page says while they are open, the Auto Care Center is still temporarily closed. Right now, the cause of the fire is under investigation. In weather, fairly warm out there. Nothing too intense, though, Megan, like we felt last weekend.
We do have those warm temperatures, at least in central and western South Dakota. 80s, even some low 90s possible by the afternoon. Right now, some sunshine here in Sioux Falls, 74 degrees. And hardly any wind. We'll keep that the story as we head through the rest of your afternoon and into tonight. Clear skies there in Rapid City, 85 right now, a south breeze at 11 miles an hour. Here's a look at those current temperatures, 83 in Winter and in Pine Ridge, 86 in Phillip, 87 in Buffalo, 77 in Aberdeen and Sisseton, and 74 in Mitchell. Our winds are very light right now at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Those winds are going to stay very light as we head through the rest of today, into tonight, even through most of the day tomorrow. Right now, just a couple clouds between Mitchell and Yankton. Nothing coming out of those clouds. Not expecting anything to come out of those as we head into the rest of today as well. There is a level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather this afternoon and evening for Fall River County. Strong winds and small hail going to be those main threats if a thunderstorm does get started. Otherwise for today, some sunshine, light winds, 80 are high Sioux Falls, 84 in Aberdeen, 88 in Pierre, and 92 in Rapid City. We'll keep our skies clear overnight with those light winds. Some isolated thunderstorms are possible in western South Dakota. 61 Sioux Falls, 62 in Aberdeen, 67 in Pierre, and 65 in Rapid City. Tomorrow has a better chance to see widespread rain and thunderstorms. We'll keep our winds mostly light. 81 Sioux Falls, 85 in Aberdeen, 87 in Pierre, and in Rapid City. We'll take a closer look at the timing of those thunderstorms, plus a couple more chances this weekend in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. All right, so this isn't your typical water rescue near Falls Park in downtown Sioux Falls. Take a look at this. About an hour ago, Sioux Falls Fire Rescue was called in to rescue a runaway pig. They brought in a boat and put a drone in the air. Eventually, they caught up with the little pig on an island made of sand. Now, there was a bit of a chase here as you see the pig heading there. Well, there it is. But in the end, they were able to catch the little guy in a net and bring him into safety right there. KELOLAND digital reporter Gracie Terrell was there to get us that video, and she's working on a full report for us. You can see it on our website later today. The Union Gospel Mission in downtown Sioux Falls recently completed a major renovation project. The new family center on the 3rd floor is for women with sons who are 12 years old or older. The space includes 9 bedrooms, a kitchenette, and laundry facilities, but won't open until the Union Gospel Mission is able to hire more staff. A current employee says the new space is much needed.
Even downstairs in the women's floor right now, we're at capacity and it's summer, so I can't imagine what it's going to be like when it's winter. So we're extremely excited to be able to have a whole new center for families in Sioux Falls.
The Union Gospel Mission needs 4 employees to open the 24/7 family center. They also need more volunteers. We'll tell you what used to occupy this space on the 3rd floor tonight on KELOLAND News. Today, we're taking a close look at President Joe Biden's COVID-19 diagnoses. As Skylar Henry reports, the president's illness is yet another setback for his re-election campaign.
President Biden is isolating at his home in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. He slowly descended the stairs of Air Force One last night and appeared to struggle as he climbed into the car. Doctors say his symptoms are mild and he is taking Paxlovid.
The president is feeling fine. He's continuing to make calls and do work. He has some official meetings today, a lot of campaign calls that he's getting through.
The COVID diagnosis interrupted the president's swing through battleground Nevada and is yet more bad news for his re-election campaign. In an exclusive interview with BET airing earlier this week, the president indicated time was on his side.
At this stage of the game, in the last 7 or 8 presidents, 5 of them were losing at this time by significant margins. The point is, we're just getting down to game time now.
The White House has firmly insisted the president is in it to win it, but with a little more than 100 days to go, calls for him to step aside appear to be growing. Top Democratic leaders in Congress have met privately with the president in the run-up to his Nevada trip, including Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, who expressed, quote, the full breadth of insight about the path forward. There are also reports Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer made a blunt case to the president. A spokesperson called that idle speculation. Others in the party are stressing unity.
President Biden has the committed delegates he needs to be the nominee. He is our nominee. And unless or until he suggests different, we got work to do.
The campaign says it is moving forward in this margin of error race. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
First Lady Jill Biden is also in Rehoboth Beach, and her press secretary says she has no symptoms.